and welcome to Frankfurt, Germany. Alright, so we're here in Oldtown. I'm doing a tour with one of the guides here who's going to show me around some of the interesting stuff here. So, very curious, lots of picturesque places, everything after like World War II. It's pretty cool, so let's check this out. So my tour started at about 9 a.m. in the morning here in the new Old Town area. Our first stop is the St. Paul's Church. Now this former church building was used as an exhibition, memorial, and meeting place. It was built between 1789 and 1833 to replace the medieval monastery that used to be here. Between 1786 and 1833, Lutheran services were held at the old St. Nicholas Church in the square to the south. In March 1944, of course during World War II, this was completely destroyed, along with everything around this area. Due to financial restraints, it took them a long time to reopen and rebuild. In 1633, U.S. President John F. Kennedy gave a major speech during his visit here. St. Paul is no longer a church. Instead, it became a venue used for various displays and events. Now, after we were done walking around here, we went down to the new Old Town of Frankfurt. This is how it would have looked like before World War II and before everything got destroyed. The restoration was completed in 2018. There's about 35 houses in this area where around 200 people live in, 15 of which are reconstruction and 20 new buildings. You will find numerous shops, cafes, and museums. This resembles really much how it used to be in around 1844. Now, of course, if you walk down just a little bit down these little streets here, you're going to find the Frankfurt's Cathedral, officially Imperial Dome of St. Bartholomew, which is a Roman Catholic Gothic church. It is the largest religious building in the city and former collegiate church. Despite its common name, it has actually never been an actual cathedral. This was roughly constructed between the 14th and 15th century. Right now, it is very active as a cathedral, and you will see a lot of things that did survive even during World War II. The exterior was actually burnt out completely, and the building was reconstructed in the 1950s. The height of the spire is about 95 meters or 312 feet. And right around the corner, you would actually see the old foundation and some of the pictures of the old church. This place is actually pretty cool, and it kind of resembles like Greek architecture. Looks like this might have been like a bath of some sort, but everything here, just you could feel the history. And then now if you go right back to the square, you will find Old St. Nicholas Church, which is a medieval Lutheran church. It has 51 bells, 4 are used for peals, 47 are used for carillons. The first chapel on its site was built in the 12th century, and to a lot of people's surprise, this building had very minor damages during World War II. Okay, so one thing that I recommend is when you're coming here shopping, you want to find stuff that's authentic and not, well, you know, made in somewhere else. But I'm gonna highly recommend a place right now. I actually did some shopping, did some purchases. If you see this little guy right there in Old Town, and that's where I highly recommend it. I'm gonna put the name of the place right here. Actually, I put the name of our place right here, of what it's called. It's right next to Old Town. They have some incredible stuff. Everything is handmade. And you can find some really good things. The other thing too is if you are tight on your luggage, then you could actually have them ship it for you also. The owner here is very nice, really sweet. She has some really, really good stuff. Highly recommend coming here and checking it out. So yeah.
first time in his life what he's thinking about. Super, sehr gut.
Apple cider. It's got no sugar.
Yes. Just yeast and the apple. 100% natural material.
Wow.
Very healthy, as strong as beer, and absolutely refreshing. Super geil.
I got all that on camera too.
Super good.
All right, gonna try this cider beer. Post. Cheers.
Super, very good. Super.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to take this home. It's so good. So the last thing I did from this area is walk over the iron footbridge. This area has a very nice lake. You're gonna find a bunch of locks that people put on here with their names on it. It's very, very cool to catch the sunset also. And I just took a very short walk here because there's tons of museums and tons of stuff to see just right across this river from here, which I believe the river is called Main. And here we are at the Stadel Museum, probably saying that wrong. It's supposed to have like some really cool paintings from different centuries, sculptures, a lot of stuff in here, so let's go check it out. So the Stadel Museum was founded in 1817 as one of the oldest museums in Frankfurt. It is now one of the most important collections in Germany, with 3,100 paintings, 660 sculptures, more than 4,600 photographs, and more than 100,000 drawings and prints. It has around 7,000 meters or 75,000 square feet of display and a library of 115,000 books. You'll find things here from the Neo-Renaissance style, which was about the 19th century, also lots of stuff within the 20th century, and you will always find temporary exhibits that are constantly rotating, like Van Gogh, Monet, and some very other notable artists. I was very lucky when I walked in here that I got to see some very, very old stuff. Make sure to take your time while you're walking around and explore this place. Alright, so we're here at the Goethe House. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's like a museum, very old place. You can see it right here. This is where the house is. Very interesting how it is and how people live. So let's go inside and take a look. So the reason why this is famous is because it is the birthplace and childhood home of German poet and playwright Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. This is the place where he wrote several things. The house was first built around 1618, and it went through a series of owners. Johann Wolfgang's father moved into the property in 1741. There is a very deep story within the families and how everything got passed down and how they merged some of the buildings together. Now today you would find it as a museum. The actual museum opened in 1897, contained a library and also an exhibition for some of the collections. The restoration was completed around 1926. Of course, during World War II, the house and the museum were bombed and were destroyed around March 22nd, 1944, along with much of the Frankfurt Old City. There is actually a lot of debate between putting a fence around it and leaving it in ruins, or building something completely new. After a lot of back and forth, they decided to reconstruct it back to how it used to be. Since there was a lot of surviving plans, pictures, and artifacts, the reconstruction began in 1947 and then reopened in 1951. Even though it was rebuilt, it mimics almost exactly how the original house used to be. Make sure to take a stop here and look around. Alright, so I'm here at the Natural History Museum, Frankfurt. I didn't know what to expect when I came in here, but I gotta say, this place is amazing. So Frankfurt's Natural History Museum is the second largest of its kind in Germany. Just to give you guys some history about this place, in 1763, Johann Christian Senckenberg donated pretty much his entire fortune to establish a community hospital and promote scientific projects. He passed away in 1772. In 1817, 32 Frankfurt citizens founded the nonprofit Senckenberg Nature Research Society. Soon after, Johann George Neuberg donated his collection of birds and mammals specimens to the society. Germany. The museum was then founded in 1821, just 4 years later. As of 2019, the museum exhibits 18 reconstructed dinosaurs. During World War II, the building was partly destroyed, but luckily most of the exhibits were evacuated beforehand. In 2018, they did expanded the museum, which added new sections: human, earth, cosmos, and future. This museum is pretty big, so give yourself some time to explore this place. Okay, so here at the Palmengarten, this place is very massive and you could be here pretty much all day long. They have some pretty cool little like rainforest conservatory greenhouse things that you can check out, and yeah, just very relaxing and peaceful. So the Palmengarten is one of 3 botanical gardens in Frankfurt. It covers a surface of 22 hectares. It is a major tourist attraction. This first was opened to the public in 1871, and one colorful visit was from an American entrepreneur, Buffalo Bill, who brought his Western show in 1890. You will find tons of collections here. They do have an exhibit with a giant greenhouse. There's also a rose garden, Palmen house, a rockery, heather garden, bush garden, the flower house, the alpine house, steep meadow, the Arctic house, tropicarium, cactus garden, and when I say you could literally be here all day, this place is very, very big. I noticed a lot of people coming here and having picnics and just hanging out with families and friends. So if you need a place to get out of the city, this is a perfect location. I hope you guys appreciated today's episode. I have to say, everything was pretty incredible. Yeah, lots of things to do. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know if it's something that you guys have ever been. Did I miss anything? There's so much to do here. I kind of need a lot more time before I could see everything. There's just so much history. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Try to show you guys as much as I can. Yeah, you guys take care of each other. See you guys in the next one.